Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for January 2017. We are working with two decks again, so let's go ahead and begin. This is going to be for confirmation, so we get to that in a minute. But first, let's get 9 cards for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for January 2017. What messages are there for Aquarius? The first card that you have is the Six of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Seven of Wands. The Nine of Cups. The Six of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Swords. And the Ten of Wands. The card at the bottom of the deck is going to represent the main energy around your love life for January. And you have the Nine of Pentacles. So to me, the Nine of Pentacles represents self-confidence, self-esteem, and kind of being really independent. We'll see how this ties in with the rest of the reading. But first, let me adjust the cards for you so that you can see everything. You do have the Six of Pentacles with the Lovers and the Seven of Wands on the top row. And then you have the Nine of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so let's take it one card at a time. You have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of receiving. This is especially a card of receiving what you deserve. So I feel like somebody has been waiting. You have the Lover's card as the next energy. Obviously, this is possibly marriage. This is a committed relationship. This is a significant relationship for you. And for some of you, especially for those who are single, you have been waiting to receive what you deserve as far as your love life. And I see you receiving in the month of January. And for some of you, yes, it can be for those who are single that you're finally meeting that special person. But for those who are already coupled, I feel like you may be receiving some peace kind of between your partner. And I say that because you have the Seven of Wands. This is a very kind of confrontational energy, and it means that there could be arguments. This means that you're standing up for yourself. So for some of you, maybe resolving problems in the month of January, especially if you feel that you're in a really challenging relationship where there are a lot of issues where you don't see eye to eye. That is this energy here, where somebody has to say something. And I feel like for some of you, that could be the message. If something is not quite right in your relationship, in your marriage, you have a right to get what you deserve from this relationship. So there could be a chance that you have to say something to your partner. When this card comes up, something is not fair to you, and you have to stand your ground. You have to speak up for yourself. But I feel for those who are single, the Seven of Wands, it represents more of an energy of having to stand up to yourself, because this is a card sometimes where there is an internal struggle and you have to kind of fight yourself to get something done. And for those who are single, I feel like it might be to get back out there and date, especially with an energy like the Nine of Pentacles, where it's more material and it's more about money and career and, you know, independence and self-reliance. Those who are single might be choosing to focus more on their career and acquiring material things when there could be a significant relationship around you. Now, the next row that you have the Nine of Cups. So this is, a very special card because this represents your wishes being granted. For those who are single, I feel, especially with the Lover's card here, that this is a possibility of somebody new coming into your life. For those who have a particular partner in mind, this could be that the person that you're interested in shows interest in you. Or if you're trying to heal a relationship, this means that you get your wish, especially with something like the Six of Swords right next to it. This represents moving on from something very difficult, very challenging, and it means that you're leaving the past behind you. So for some of you who are in a challenging relationship or you're going through a dark time, You're getting your wish. You're able to leave the past in the past and move on. You do have the Four of Pentacles here. So for some of you, this is a choice because this represents choosing to hold on to things out of fear. So this could be that you're choosing to hold on to past arguments, or those who maybe, not everyone, but for those who maybe are in a relationship that doesn't serve you, where you have the possibility, the energy is here for you to move away from a negative relationship, especially if you feel like you're not getting what you deserve and you tried standing up for yourself. The energy is there for you to move away from this, to actually have your dream relationship. But with this energy here, I feel that some people, not everybody, are choosing to hold on to an unhealthy relationship out of fear, but it could also be certain behavior patterns where you're just kind of you could be allowing somebody to continue on kind of a destructive road. If you look at the reading like this, the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, like all of this kind of tells a story that for some of you, there is something a little bit unhealthy in a relationship where somebody is extremely tired and fed up. I'm going to get to this energy, the Ten of Wands. And somebody is holding on to a relationship perhaps out of fear. And it could be out of fear, but could also be because of certain material things. Maybe because your partner is well off, or you feel financially secure in the relationship. There's a need for you to stand your ground and speak up for yourself in some way. Maybe about something that you're fed up with. But I feel like some people are moving on from challenges. Those who are hoping to heal their existing relationship with their marriage, you're getting your wish. You also have two court cards side by side. You have the King of Pentacles, which could be someone male or female who is an earth sign. And then you have the Queen of Swords, which could be you. This is an air sign, and Aquarius is an air sign, male or female. So I feel like there's an earth sign that is very significant to you. And this can be your romantic partner for those who are coupled, but it could also be for those who are single, someone who's coming into your life. Now, these two court cards are down here with the Ten of Wands. So this is, again, that tired energy. This is being really overwhelmed. And I feel like if this is a couple, there's something going on in the relationship, and I see it right here, where somebody has to speak their truth, put their foot down, and be completely honest about the way that you're feeling. I feel like something is off balance, something is not fair to someone, or someone is holding on to a relationship for the wrong reasons. Hard to say in a general reading, or you're holding on to past arguments. It just, a 10 usually represents the completion of a cycle. And it could be that it's time to leave the past in the past. I feel like this couple here has something that they need to finish, and it could just be, an unhealthy cycle in the relationship. Okay, so let me get some additional cards for more confirmation. What additional messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for January 2017? You also have, the Seven of Cups, the Emperor. This card keeps coming up for everybody. And you also have, this one too, the Five of Wands. Something is not quite right. I don't see anything terribly negative in this reading, but I do see, the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups. Like I said, the Seven of Wands is that energy of something is not quite right, and you need to speak up for yourself. You need to make your opinions known. But usually with the Seven of Wands, you don't want to do that because maybe you don't want to create negativity. You don't want to create drama, but you have to. You also have this energy from the Seven of Cups, and this represents being confused. For some of you, you may be confused because you don't know why your partner is acting the way that they're acting. You don't understand the way you're being treated. This is, being really emotional as well. And for some of you, it could be because you've been through something really difficult, especially with something like the Six of Swords here, which tells me that you're moving on from a really difficult time. But remember, you do have this heavy energy from the Ten of Wands, telling me that some people are just kind of getting, to that point where you're at the end of your rope in a relationship. But this is confusion. This could also be that you don't quite know what decision to make. There's too many choices when it comes to your love life. You also have the Emperor. And I mentioned that this card keeps coming up for a lot of the signs, and I feel like this is a message of personal power. This means that you have to take your power back when it comes to your love life. For those who are single, it could be that you have to take your power back because you have to focus on a relationship that is available to you in January. Remember, you have the Lover's card. Not every sign has gotten that. Not only that, but you have the Nine of Cups, which means that the energy could be there for your ideal relationship, your dream relationship. But for those who are single, not if you're focusing on making more money and acquiring material things and focusing on you. Again, this is the energy of, just focusing on material things and not really thinking about your love life. This means that you have to take control. Now, the next card that you have really does confirm this. You have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands, this is, again, that confrontational energy, a lot like the Seven of Wands. And this means that there's misunderstandings, there's pettiness, there's kind of bickering back and forth. And it's right next to the Ten of Wands, which again, like I said, it's that energy of being fed up. Like you're tired of the arguments, you're tired of the pettiness. And for those who are in a relationship where there is a lot of that going on, I feel like someone may kind of just say like, no more. And that doesn't necessarily mean like, we're done, but someone finally says something about it. Finally speaks up about how they're being treated, or they don't like the direction the relationship is taking. Now, for those who are single, this can be an internal struggle. This could be that you're fighting yourself. Maybe you want to be in a relationship, but you keep focusing on your career. You might go back and forth. For those who are single, I feel like the Seven of Cups is, confusion as far as should I or shouldn't I, pursue a relationship again. And with the Emperor here, I feel like, again, you have to take control of your situation, your love life. Okay, so let me get some additional cards from this deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for January 2017? You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, so you have another court card here, and then the final card is going to be Temperance. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is a card of moving on. It's a card of leaving something behind you that no longer brings you happiness. So this very much resonates with the energy from the Six of Swords, which to me, these cards are very similar because they represent you leaving something behind that is just bringing you down and it doesn't serve you anymore. And for some of you, not everyone, this could be a relationship where there's just way too much going on and it's bringing you down. But for others, it can mean that you're finally choosing, to leave the past in the past and not keep focusing on the same arguments. You do have the Wheel of Fortune, which, for married or single, this is telling you that positive change is coming to you in the month of January. This means that the wheel will be turning for you, so you will be seeing some type of change in your love life. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it usually means positive change. This is also a card of destiny and karma, so whatever is meant to happen in your love life is happening. You don't have to be afraid. And you do have another court card here. It's the Queen of Wands, which could be someone who is a fire sign. And like I said, you already have two court cards. And I feel like the Queen of Swords is you because you're an air sign. But you also have the King of Pentacles. So especially for those who are single, I feel like there may be more than one person that you are interested in the month of January. Someone who's a fire sign, someone who is an earth sign. You do have the Seven of Cups up here, which does represent sometimes too many choices. So for those who are single, it could be that you're undecided as far as who you want to pursue a relationship with. But even those who are coupled, I feel like someone who is a fire sign could have a part to play in your love life in the month of January. And this could be someone else that you meet, maybe those who are just living together or dating, or this could even be someone, a member of your family, or someone who is significant to your relationship. Maybe even helping a couple to stay together. You do have Temperance as well, Major Arcana. So this is especially important for those who are going through this energy right here, where someone is completely fed up and there's a lot of arguments and tension and you're trying to move on. This is a card, telling you to be patient. It's also asking you to be really compassionate and be forgiving. So I feel like those of you that are working through a difficult time, You're moving on to something much better. There's a need to listen to each other, and you do have that message from the Seven of Wands. Somebody has something to say, someone has to be honest, but there's also this energy of being low-key and kind of being really patient and understanding with your partner. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for January 2017. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again next month.